Let's talk about these two for a moment. If this show has a chokehold on you like it has on me, then we need to talk about this. Ever since American Love Stories started, the story of JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, the internet has been going crazy. So, of course, I had to look at their chart and their chemistry, their tension starts to make a lot more sense. Before we do that, I want to point out Carolyn's chart first. She's an Aquarius rising, Capricorn sun, and Cancer moon. The reason that I want to look at her chart individually is because her sense of style starts to make much more sense just by looking at her chart. An Aquarius rising with Venus in Aquarius, that uniqueness, trendsetter energy. Aquariuses don't like to follow the crowd. They don't try to stand out, they just do naturally. She's a Capricorn sun, and this is where the timeless energy comes in. Capricorn is classic, minimalistic. It's not loud, it's that quiet luxury, neutral colors and pieces that never go out of style. There is so much to say about their chart, but I'm just going to make this very brief and simple. I don't want to make this too long. But besides chemistry and attraction that I see in their chart, I also see some very karmic placements in their chart. JFK's sun is conjunct her south node in Sagittarius, which you can see right here at the top of the chart. Is the most karmic of placement, shows an instant fated connection when they met, like they immediately felt some sort of pull towards each other, maybe some sort of connection from a past life. However, what I think is interesting too is that JFK's sun is exactly on top of her chart in her midheaven, and what the sun does, it illuminates things, so it basically brought the spotlight to her. So him coming into her life obviously brought the spotlight to her life. Now, still on the topic of karmic connections, you can't forget the most important karmic planet, Saturn. Now, JFK's Saturn is exactly conjunct her sun. In relationship astrology, Saturn represents commitment. So when I look at a couple's chart, I always look at what Saturn is doing. If there is a connection to Saturn, this means that this is something that is sustainable, that is long lasting. Speaking of Saturn, her Saturn now is conjunct his relationship angle, again, emphasizing that commitment. But also, her Saturn is conjunct his south node, again, with the theme of karmic and past life connection. JFK has an Aquarius moon, and we know that she's already an Aquarius rising with her Venus and Mars in Aquarius. Now, to me, this shows again some sort of instant physical attraction, like you like me type of thing. Her moon in Cancer, where he has his Mars, again with that physical attraction, but this also shows instant arguing and fighting that these two could have as a couple. Now, I find the timing of this show, it could not be more perfect because we are in eclipse season. We just had an eclipse at 12 degrees of Virgos. And what is going on in their chart at that degree? He's an 11-degree Virgo rising, if the time is correct, and her Saturn sits at 12 degrees of Pisces. So this eclipse was literally bring their chart back to life. I know these two passed away a long time ago, but our chart's energy continue on, and this eclipse was literally illuminating her Saturn, and Saturn represents legacy. This is literally where the eclipse we just had 2 days ago happened, exactly on her Saturn, on his node, and on his rising. You can't tell me astrology is not real after this.